matchups like this every week. But when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Shakes off the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against main coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Boise State Broncos offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he played.
Brings it down on the right side. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking to pass. It's Rhodes. Firing to the right, complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Hale. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of their great environments. Wide out level noise. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. They'll go right back to it. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance. That play call.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Sanchez. Touchdown, Broncos! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Jamison. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking for space. It's Carter. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's got it again. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it over the middle. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Here we go, set. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hale. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got him downfield. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it out fast. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sanchez. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. The Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the back. Brings him to the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hale. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the try is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air, it's Sanchez. Finds his tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Steps away. The sure hands. It's Algier.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make... Converts on 4th down. Still going. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Leon. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Dropping back, it's Sanchez. Trying to bull his way in. Needed 1 turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Connection to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the back. With you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield, it's Sanchez. Got a man in the middle. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Big fella moving. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think it...
Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board trip to the house.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Rhodes. Quickly complete.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got the tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Back to throw, it's Sanchez. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Throws to the tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10.
22 water. 22 water.
Looking for a man. It's Rhodes. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Boise State ready to send out that offense. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. From the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Rhodes. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away from one. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Got it in the middle, it's West. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here comes the heat. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why.